The gaming industry constantly evolves, with new and innovative games released every month. Here are the top 15 games you missed last week in February of 2022 that you need to check out. Hey everyone, welcome back my fellow friends and family of gamers. Jarlwitz here, and you already know that I'm a huge video game enthusiast. If you're like me, then you're always looking for the new and exciting games to play. That's why I put together this list of the top 15 new games released in February of 2022 that you may have missed. So without further ado, let's jump into the list. You were a minor lord with little to your name, but an ancient castle to defend and diminishing interest in adventure when you were born. Everything has been done before, hunting, excursions, where you were forced into one last riding contest. Feast days that blend together like eons of repeating history, but nothing compares to the joy of finally bringing down enemies in hand-to-hand combat. The time has come. No more kings who aren't sure what they want or how long the reign will last. No more advisors who are more interested in stuffing their own pockets than assisting anybody else. Taking control in diplomacy is not an option because you really don't have a choice. So immerse yourself in Diplomacy is Not an Option, developed by Door 407 and ready for you to buy on Steam since February 9th, 2022. Show your strength and your resolve. The accumulation of evil is based on ancient mythology about how a dark force may be generated if enough evil is amassed in one place. Humans can be vicious and evil at all times. They can sometimes go too far, as seen by the horrors we encounter playing within Skerry. This short horror game will keep you fascinated for a short period with its tense, atmospheric, and horrific incidents that have been designed to send shivers down your spine when you play. Within Skerry was developed by Stanislaw Truskowski and released on Steam on February 8th, 2022 and maintains primarily positive reviews. You are the only one who has a chance of survival, so equip yourself with weapons and prepare to face the onslaught of monsters, including massive orcs that will cause even the most experienced player to freeze in their tracks. Medieval Knightmare is a cooperative multiplayer first-person shooter game in which you fight hordes of monsters trying to infiltrate the village. Your mission will be to keep these invading forces from reaching the king by defending the village's gates. When all is said and done, don't expect an easy victory. No matter what the hordes unleash, there will always be more difficult versions just around the corner. So make sure you prepare thoroughly before facing off. While initially planned for release by Mr. Fat Cat on Steam February 10th, 2022, it looks like this may be delayed a couple of days. Save Us is a multiplayer game by Infamous Games released on February 10th, 2022, in which players must survive and escape from the Lucana shore, a tropical paradise-like island surrounded by lush vegetation. And you must find one of two relics during the day or if by night, and use the flare you're given if you have one while being extracted by the helicopter to escape this hellish island and place known as Lucana on foot. Single-player success becomes increasingly unlikely very quickly, so think twice about friends while playing because those who collaborate may end up striking it rich. Special radio channels can communicate specific information, but be cautious when broadcasting messages because informing other players is one of the things you can do because they're listening. The game's unexpected multiplayer will keep you on your toes. Choose from an operator and a weapon combined to ensure victory. Learn to be the master in all modes because there is always something new to learn, and players can choose from various operators of weapons to master. But this game seems to have mostly negative reviews on Steam at the moment, so make sure you check out a little bit of the gameplay before taking into Black Ace. Black Ace, developed by Tuning Mania, became available on February 3rd, 2022. ConflictCraft's second installment by Christian Manilacci and Atomic Fabricus, now available as of February 10th, 2022, is even more challenging than the first. If you want to cooperate and complete control over the opposing army, you must properly manage your resources while also demonstrating leadership capabilities. This time, you must allocate half of your troops for offense duty, while the other half must remain steadfast on defense. This means collecting supplies at home before dispatching men to combat those pesky adversaries who keep reappearing. In this next game, Grand Theft Rome, the title, I admit, is a little unusual. You will be able to lead your soldiers into fierce combat. Combat can occur in various forms, including Roman and Greek style clashes that will put anyone's tactical skills to the test while battling in this close range, proximity shown swordsman methods. In this shield wall style game, you can take on the roles of the Romans, Greeks, Egyptians, and even knights. Grand Theft Rome by Elon 3D was set to release February 13th, 2022, but seems to be a delay. Blood West is a first-person shooter horror game with a stealth element set in a tortured Wild West. You'll explore and scavenge for materials with the help of strange native spirits. You'll also improve your armament and gain access to strong perks. For example, you can chase your enemies discreetly or face them with so many different fiery weapons. Blood West is an immersive Wild West first-person shooter in which you, as a reverent desperado, must face twisted demons and horrors to remove the curse that has been befallen on the frontier and perhaps find some peace for your wicked soul. Blood West by Hyperchange is now available on Steam as of February 10th, 2022. Sifu is set in the time when families were being ravaged by evil forces and tells the story of a young man who begins on his own path of retribution. With no allies and a horde of opponents around him at all times, he must rely not only on his kung fu skills, but also on his mysterious pendant given to him by one of their ancestors before they died. This will aid him in preserving what has been left undone. Check out Sifu, available since February 8th, 2022 on the Epic Games Store by Slow Clap Studios. Next on our list, you are a commander of a fleet engaged in combat with the fleet of the other players in Nebulous Fleet Command. Released by Adrenius Industries on February 11th, 2022, you can choose from a range of ships and use realistic radar to find and kill enemies. You must choose to use your electronic warfare to disrupt the enemy's information and communication networks. Futuristic 3D space warfare becomes more difficult as each ship has its own set of special movements and controls, but it still feels simple enough without them. This makes playing a critical strategic role all the more necessary because every decision matters. Win or lose, there's no going back. This multiplayer FPS game with a cyberpunk theme will transport you to the future. It has 4 wonderfully realistic levels, 4 different modes of play, and 3 different classes to choose from. So if you're looking for some exciting shooter action, then look no further because this might just be what you're looking for right now. A new title by an indie developer, Cyberborn, created using Unreal Engine 4 technology, is on its way to becoming one of the most ambitious projects available at the time. However, there are still some hurdles to clear before fans can expect all of the waiting potential. Cyberborn, released February 12th, 2022 by Mario Merkel, is available on Steam. There have been really a lot of several different types of OWL games released recently. The protagonist of our next game on our list, Alex, is set to embark on a fishing trip to take her deep into a beautiful and lonely island called Jura. The island is home to approximately 50 different fish species, some of which have never been seen by humans before. As part of this adventure, you'll learn 3 separate techniques for catching them all while exploring at your leisure and under no pressure. Released February 11th, 2022, Isle of Jura by EM Games is available on the Steam store. In this next game, you will lead your own army and decide where to go and what kind of battle will take place in front of you. Unlike other strategy games, Roma Invicta, released by Punti Games on February 11th, 2022, gives you complete control over your campaign from beginning to end. It accomplishes this by blending action-packed real-time combat with turn-based strategy on a massive campaign map, with thousands upon thousands of strategic options for any emperor looking to solidify their domain over ancient Gaul. This title provides hours upon hours of entertainment without the need for lengthy load times between stages, allowing gamers to enjoy themselves most effectively while playing solo or on different modes, ensuring that there was always some challenge to be had. Now this game, Roma Invicta, seems to be a blend of Total War and also a little bit of Knights of Honor. Take a look while it's available on the Steam page. Mini Battleground by Keep Spinning was released on February 10th, 2022. In this game, you are a courageous soldier fighting on the front lines with various opponents. You may gather resources and upgrade your weaponry to use against your opponents. Don't forget to take out the leader while you're defending your own. You will actively engage in seizing regions from which you may deploy additional friendly forces when you play Mini Battleground. While attacking opposing bases for control objectives, it is vital to engage them head-on and try and surprise them at every step, because this game has a clever AI that assaults your base via numerous pathways. And finally, on our list today, you'll have to brace your inner warrior and start out on a mission to locate the Lost Ark in this action-packed, free-to-play RPG. Exploring new areas and looking for long-lost treasures that have yet to be uncovered, take some time of the most exciting activities while combating varying levels of complex foes. Those who go into the dangerous depths of looking for the Lost Ark will find themselves in a vast, vibrant universe full of new locations to explore and lost riches to unearth. In this action-packed free-to-play role-play game, your opponents will include some well-known characters who will have you on your toes at all times. Lost Ark by Smilegate RPG became available February 11th, 2022 and was expected to be another powerhouse game. Still, at the time of this recording, it seems to be reflected with mixed reviews, scoring only 67% positive reviews on Steam. If you're looking for new games to play, this list will be a great place to start. If you want some additional help finding more similar games, and want to check out a variety of playlists, we have those available on our YouTube channel. Go check them out, because there you will see the initial looks we took at early access, recently released, and upcoming video games. Have any favorite titles from our list? Let us know which was yours down in the comments below. We will see you tomorrow and continuing our series on new and upcoming gameplay footage. We'll see you then.